Welcome to Twinkling Minds. In this video, we are going to learn how to find trigonometric values very easily. We are going to use our left hand fingers with palm pointing towards us. Let us identify or assume small finger represents 0 degrees. So 0 degrees for little finger, next finger 30 degrees, next finger that is our middle finger represents 45 degrees, next finger 60 degrees and thumb 90 degrees. We can find values of the trigonometric functions using this approach. So we have a formula here. For sine, what is the formula? Don't think it's a complex formula. Very simple. For sine, this formula is square root of number of fingers below the angle divided by 2. Square root is only for numerator. We can find the values of 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees using this method. So let us start with sine 0 degrees. How many fingers below 0 degrees? We have none, 0. So what is the value of sine 0 degrees? Square root of 0 divided by 2, which is nothing but 0. Next, let us find the value of sine 30 degrees. How many fingers are there below 30 degrees? 1. So, the value of sine 30 degrees is square root of 1, which is nothing but 1, divided by 2. So, sine 30 degrees equal to half. Now, let us find the value of sine 45 degrees. How many fingers are there below 45 degrees? 1 and 2. So the value of sine 45 degrees is square root of 2 divided by 2, which is nothing but 1 by square root 2. What is the value of sine 60 degrees? How many fingers below now? 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So what is the value of sine 60 degrees? Square root 3 divided by 2. What is the value of sine 90 degrees? Our last angle. How many fingers below now? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the value of sine 90 degrees is square root of 4 divided by 2, which is nothing but 1. Very easy, right? Value of sine 0 degrees is 0, sine 90 degrees is 1. And now we will move to cosine. What are the values of cos 0 degrees, cos 30 degrees, cos 45 degrees, cos 60 degrees and cos 90 degrees? The formula is little different. Now we consider how many number of fingers are there above the angle. So the formula is square root of number of fingers above divided by 2. Let us start with 0 degrees. What is the value of cos 0 degrees? How many fingers above 0 degrees? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. What is the value of cos 0 degrees? Square root of 4 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2, which is 1. Cos 0 is equal to 1. Let us move to the next angle, 30 degrees. How many fingers above now? 3. 3, right? So 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. So cos 30 degrees equal to square root 3 divided by 2. Let us move to the next angle, cos 45 degrees. How many fingers are there above now? 2. So what is the value of cos 45 degrees is square root 2 divided by 2, which is nothing but 1 by square root 2. Our next angle is 60 degrees. How many fingers above? 1. What is the value of cos 60 degrees? Square root 1 by 2, which is nothing but 1 by 2. And the final angle is 90 degrees. What is the value of cos 90 degrees? How many fingers above? No fingers, so 0. So cos 90 degrees is nothing but square root 0 divided by 2 and 0. Just notice the value of cos 45 degrees is same as sine 45 degrees, and cos 0 degrees value is 1, whereas sine 90 degrees value is 1, and cos 90 degrees value is 0, and sine 0 degrees value is 0. Let us move to the tangent values for 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degrees. What is tan? Tan is nothing but sine by cos. So the formula will be a square root of number of fingers below divided by 2 whole divided by square root of fingers above divided by 2. So the formula for tangent is square root of fingers below divided by square root of fingers above, both under square root, numerator and denominator. Let us start with tan 0 degrees. So we need to see how many fingers are there below. We don't have any, 0. And how many above? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's basically tan 0, number of fingers below 0, number of fingers above 4. And the formula is square root 0 divided by 4, which is 0. Tan 0 value is 0. Now let us move to the next angle, 30 degrees. How many are below here? 1. How many above? 3. 1, 2, 3. So the value of tan 30 degrees will be square root 1 divided by 3, which is nothing but 1 divided by square root 3. Next, move to 45 degrees. 2 fingers below, 2 fingers above. 0, 30, 2 fingers, and above 1, 2, 2 fingers. So what will be the value of tan 45? Both are same. So should be is 1. And let us move to the next angle, 60 degrees. How many fingers below? 3. 1, 2, 3. And above 1. So value will be square root 3 divided by 1. It's a square root 3. Tan 60 degrees value is square root 3. And the final angle 90 degrees. How many fingers below and how many fingers above? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 below and above 0. So what will be the value of tan 90 degrees? Square root 4 divided by 0. If we divide any number with 0, what will be the value? Infinite. So tan 90 degrees is having infinite value. That means we cannot define tan 90 degrees value. It is undefined. That's it. By using our palm, we can calculate or find the values of 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees for sine, cos, tan functions very easily. Just fingers of our left hand were palm pointing to you. Now how can we find the values of the other three trigonometric functions? Very easy. We know that cosecant theta, also called as cosec theta or CSC theta, is nothing but 1 divided by sine theta, and secant theta or sec theta is 1 divided by cos theta. Cotangent, also called as cot theta, is 1 divided by tan theta. If we know the values of sine, cos, tan, we can find cosec, sec and cot theta. Let us look at this small example. What is the value of cosec 30? If you know sine 30, you will get cosec 30. What is the value of sine 30 degrees? Sine 30 degrees. How many fingers below? 1. How many fingers below? 1. So, sine 30 degrees is nothing but square root of 1 divided by 2, 1 by 2. So, cosec 30 degrees is 1 divided by 1 by 2 is nothing but 2. The value of cosec 30 degrees is 2 because value of sine 30 degrees is 1 by 2. Very simple. So far we have seen how to find the values of 6 trigonometric functions between 0 to 90 degrees. Now how to find values between 90 degrees and 360 degrees. Well, we will learn how to find now. Divide the plane or paper into 4 quadrants. Represent positive x-axis as 0 degrees, positive y-axis as 90 degrees, negative x-axis as 180 degrees, negative y-axis as 270 degrees. A complete full circle. Angle at the center of a circle is 360 degrees. Now we have divided this into 4 quadrants, and 0 to 90 first quadrant, second quadrant 91 degrees to 180 degrees, third quadrant 181 degrees to 270 degrees, fourth quadrant 271 degrees to 360 degrees. Let us look at how our 6 trigonometric functions are going to behave in these 4 quadrants. In first quadrant, the angle between 0 to 90 degrees is represented by notation either 90 degrees minus theta or 360 degrees plus theta. In second quadrant, we use the notation either 180 degrees minus theta or 90 degrees plus theta. If we have to calculate the value of 180 degrees, since the second quadrant is between 91 degrees to 180 degrees, we use second quadrant. Just remember that. Third quadrant, we are going to represent angles in either 180 degrees plus theta or 270 degrees minus theta. Similarly, in fourth quadrant, we represent the angles either in 270 degrees plus theta or 360 degrees minus theta. Now, wow, do I need to remember all these functions to calculate the values between 90 degrees and 360 degrees? No, 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 not required. We will learn 7 points or tips to find out the angles between 90 degrees and 360 degrees. What are they? Here we go. In the second quadrant, we use only 180 degrees minus theta notation. Why? That is because if we use 90 degrees plus theta notation, for example, if we are calculating a value of sine in the second quadrant and using 90 degrees plus theta notation, then you need to find theta value and use cosine function, and this is going to create a lot of confusion for few. So to avoid this, we use 180 degrees minus theta for calculating the values in second quadrant. And if you notice, only sine and cosec are positive in second quadrant. All the remaining four functions, cos, sec, tan, cot, are negative. Let us move to the next quadrant. In third quadrant, we use 180 degrees plus theta notation, not 270 degrees minus theta notation. Why? Because of the same reason which we have discussed just before. And in third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. All the remaining four functions, sine, cos, cosec, and sec, are negative. Let us move to the fourth quadrant. We use 360 degrees minus theta notation, and only cos and sec are positive here. Remaining four, sine, cosec, tan, and cot, are negative. So in the first quadrant, all are positive. So in case if we have to find value of an angle between 0 to 90 degrees, we already know, right? But if you want to find an angle beyond 360 degrees, then we will use first quadrant angles. Like this, if we remember these 7 points, we will be able to find values of the 6 trigonometric functions between 90 degrees and 360 degrees, and we will see how we are going to find the values with some examples now. First example, what is the value of sine 120 degrees? 120 degrees, where is this? This is in second quadrant, and the notation is 180 minus theta, and sine and cosec are positive. So let us look at. So second quadrant notation is 180 minus theta. This 180 degrees minus theta is equal to 120 degrees. And find the value of theta. Theta value here is 60 degrees. Since 120 degrees is in the second quadrant, sine 180 degrees minus theta is Nothing but sine theta, since sine is positive in the second quadrant. So, what is the value of sine 120 degrees? And our theta is 60 degrees. So, sine 120 degrees is nothing but sine 60 degrees. And we know the value of sine 60 degrees, which is nothing but how many fingers below? 3. So, square root 3 by 2. Now, look at cos 225 degrees. Where is this 225 degrees? Third quadrant. So the notation will be 180 degrees plus theta. And only tan and cot are positive here in this quadrant. So our cos will be negative. So first we need to find out theta value. So first we need to find the value of theta. 180 degrees plus theta notation. So theta value will be 45 degrees and cos 180 plus theta is minus cos theta. So our theta is 45 degrees. So cos 225 degrees is nothing but minus cos 45 degrees. And the value of cos 45 degrees is 1 by square root 2. So the value of cos 225 degrees is minus 1 by square root 2. Let us move to another example. Tan 330 degrees. Where is this? In the fourth quadrant. So notation 360 degrees minus theta and only cos and sec are positive. So the tan value will be negative. So what is the value of theta here? Theta is 360 minus 330, 30 degrees. The value of tan 330 degrees is minus tan 30 degrees, isn't it? And the value of tan 30 degrees is 1 by square root 3. So the value of tan 330 degrees equal to minus 1 by square root 3. Like this, we can find the values of all the trigonometric functions between 0 to 360 degrees, but we can only find values of the angles which are multiples of our 5 angles: 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. We cannot find values if they are not multiples of these 5 angles using this left hand palm finger technique. If we have to find out the values for other angles like 33 degrees, 77 degrees, 100 degrees, 105 degrees, or it could be 275 degrees, we need to use trigonometric tables. Where are these tables? Where these tables are available? We have books available which consists both log as well as trigonometric tables, and we can refer to these tables to find the values of the angles which are not multiples of these 5 angles which we have discussed so far. Now let us look at how to find values above 360 degrees. If the angle is above 360 degrees, we need to bring down the value to below 360 degrees. How can we do that? Very simple. Let us take this example, sine 750 degrees. First step, for our first iteration, 750 degrees equal to 360 degrees plus 390 degrees. So what is the value of sine 360 degrees plus theta is nothing but sine theta. So sine 750 degrees will become sine 390 degrees. 390 degrees is also above 360 degrees. We need to bring it down between 0 to 360 degrees. So one more iteration, 390 degrees equal to 360 degrees plus 30 degrees. So sine 390 degrees is nothing but sine 30 degrees, which means sine 750 degrees is nothing but sine 30 degrees. What is the value of sine 30? How many fingers below 1? Square root 1 divided by 2, which is nothing but half. So the value of sine 750 degrees equal to half. This way, we can find the values of angles which are above 360 degrees and multiples of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degrees. Let us look at another topic. What is the relation between degrees and radians? Sometimes we do represent angles in radians as well. So 180 degrees equal to pi radians. So what is the value of 1 degree? Pi by 180 radians. If you divide pi with 180 degrees, you will get value of 1 degree in radians. Okay, now what will be the value of 30 degrees in radians? Pi divided by 180 multiplied by 30, because 1 degree is pi by 180. So you need the value of 30 degrees. So multiply pi by 180 with 30 degrees. So the value is pi by 6 radians. And similarly, if we have to calculate or convert 360 degrees into radians, it will be 2 pi radians. Like this, we can convert all the angles which are in degrees into radians.
Now look at this trigonometric table for the six trigonometric functions for angles 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. I have prepared this table using the tips, tricks, or techniques, or procedure, whatever you want to call, which we have learned so far. And if you do this on your own at least once, this is going to help you a lot, and all the values of these angles will be on your fingertips.
Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe Twinkling Minds channel. Bye bye.